7 reasons small businesses should consider outsourcing. Keep in mind that outsourcing isn't just for large companies. If you own a small business, you may find that outsourcing can help reduce expenses and alleviates workloads for your full-time employees. Is outsourcing the right move for your company? Check out in today's show the 7 reasons small businesses should consider outsourcing and see if that option is the great option for you and may help boost your company's prospect. Remember, outsourcing doesn't mean giving up some control. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. I hope you are doing fantastic today. I'm doing marvelous. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. Today, I want to talk to you about 7 reasons small businesses should consider outsourcing. Number 1, it's cheaper. Let's think about it. This is the most obvious and visible benefits. This relates to the cost savings that outsourcing brings about, right? You can get your job done at a lower cost and at better quality as well. So you have, and this is very simple. It's just because that you have the differences in wages and cost of living between Western countries and Asia or Africa. So the same kind of work that is done over here can be done in Nigeria, in India, in Latin America at a fraction of the cost. Now, there is a cost savings of around 60 to 50% to 60% by outsourcing, for instance, your work to India, right? Plus, the quality of the services provided is high, thereby ensuring that low cost does not mean low quality. Now, the low cost doesn't mean low quality, and it's very important to explain why. The cost of living takes into account things like groceries, rent, clothing, and so on and so forth. So the rent here in the United States or in Europe, for instance, is not as high as it is in India or in any country in Africa or in Latin America. So workers there are able to still have a comfortable life, and they're able to provide high quality work at a fraction of the cost. Number 2, it boosts productivity. When you outsource your business's needs, they bring years of experience in business practices and expertise in delivering complex outsourcing projects. What I'm trying to say here is that the company you're outsourcing to, this is something they do for a living. They serve several clients. So because of that, they are more productive at finishing something. So for instance, if you have a PowerPoint presentation, that could probably take your team 4 hours or 5 hours to design and get ready. They could probably get it done in 30 minutes or 1 hour because they do these things all the time. So they can do a better job with their knowledge and understanding of the domain. And this could lead to an increase in productivity and efficiency in the process, thereby contributing to the bottom line of your company, right? So you are more productive, so you're wasting less money and fewer resources, and fewer resources wasted means more money into your company's coffers. Number 3, your business can focus on core areas. As I said earlier, if your core area, for instance, is industrial gas, producing industrial gas, you don't want to spend time worrying about IT or designing PowerPoint presentations. That's not your core business. That's not your core expertise. You want to focus on where you're good at, what you're good at. So outsourcing your business processes will free your energies and enable you to focus on building your brand, investing in research and development, and moving on to provide higher value to your clients. So by providing higher value added services, you're able to make more money to generate more revenue and expand your market share. So as a small business owner, you want to think about that, because small business owners and employees often have to wear several hats, right? Because it's a small company, so you have one person who does the IT, who is the IT guy, but he's also the accountant, and you have another person who is the logistics, the shipping department's head, and he also does you name it. He also does communication. You have the HR person who also is, maybe she's also in charge of legal. What I'm trying to say here is that if employees wear several hats, it's great, but this could lead to errors and wasted time. So if you outsource a particular task to a contracted worker, you know he or she is only focusing on that job and has the expertise to complete it. Now, one thing that's very important though, if you want your business to focus on core areas, make sure that you are properly vetting the contractors before hiring them. All right, I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. We're all talking today about 7 reasons small businesses should consider outsourcing. And I've already given you 3. I'm moving on to number 4. If you love the content clarity and quality so far, please consider subscribing to our channel and turn on the notification bell. We sure appreciate it. And like this content, share it, and comment below. Do you own a business? Have you outsourced before? What was your experience? What are the pros and cons in your view? Let us know in the comment section. We really want you to know. Reason number 4, you save a lot of cash on technology and infrastructure. So by outsourcing your certain processes to a company, say in Nigeria or India or Bulgaria or Brazil, for instance, you are eliminating the need for investment in infrastructure because the outsourcing partner takes the responsibility of the business processes and hence develop infrastructure for the same. So you're not spending money on something that you probably use once a year. You're focusing on your core business, and that helps you save money in the long run. Reason number 5, you access skilled resources. So you no longer need to invest in recruiting and training expensive resources for your business. You don't need to hire an IT guy or an IT lady. You don't need to hire somebody with expertise in a convoluted legal field. No, you just outsource it. Providers take care of the resourcing needs with their pool of highly skilled resources. Now, the resources employed are well educated in their respective fields, and they are experienced in handling the business needs of companies that want to outsource. And further, those outsourcing companies employ world-class business practices. So what they do is that they're able to perfect their practice over several years because they cater to customers around the globe. And by doing that, your business is tapping into the expertise and capabilities of outsourcing partners. Reason number 6, while a small business should consider outsourcing, it gains time zone advantage. Now, I talked earlier about the cost advantage, but you also have another benefit, which is the time zone differential between your country and the location you're outsourcing to. So you can get your job done while you're closed for the day and wake up to your service being delivered the next morning. Think about that. Isn't that beautiful? This unique advantage gives you the benefits of round-the-clock business operation. So there is no time wasted. You send stuff to Asia before you close at 6 p.m. if you are in New York, and by the time you come back to the office at 9 p.m. 9 a.m. or 8 a.m., the job is already delivered because they worked overnight while you were sleeping. That's just fantastic. Number 7, you get better and faster services. So if you're a small business owner and you outsource your services, you are getting better and faster services because you make your service offerings better with high quality deliverables, and you are decreasing the lead time it takes for your product to reach the marketplace. Thus, you are able to get your ideas converted into products and better at delivering the value added proposition your customers are waiting on, they're expecting. All right, I'll be right back right after this. Don't get anywhere. Don't go anywhere. All right, thanks. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. We're still having a conversation here around the 7 reasons small businesses should consider outsourcing. I've already given you the 7 reasons. Now let's talk about hiring an outsourcing partner. It is important in order to tap into the benefits I've given you, the 7 benefits, you want to work with an outsourcing partner. Why should you choose one? it can be cost effective because hiring contractors can be more affordable than hiring full-time employees. However, you want to be sure that you have to think about your company's budget when considering outsourcing, but also about the reputation of the outsourcing partner. An outsourcing partner can also help your business be more focused and productive. It may eliminate biased opinions, right? Because for many growing businesses, if you want to maybe allocate some resources to a department or another department, you might have some biased opinions. So you want to outsource everything so you are able to focus on your core business, and you can create an engaging company culture that gathers everybody around the same vision and mission, right? So you want to get rid of office politics and personal opinions, which sometimes can cloud judgment. So you want to get rid of that. So hiring outsourced workers can be a great fix for this problem. Now, what are the services offered by an outsourcing partner? There's a lot of stuff. They offer a lot of things, and there are gazillions of outsourcing partners out there. They have the expertise and the know-how to provide tailor-made solutions to enterprises worldwide. They will understand your requirements, your operational requirements. They will document your processes. They will evaluate the customer goals, and they will develop a customized training program for customer-specific processes, right? So what you want to do with an outsourcing partner is to work with them to document your customer-specific processes, because that's what generates revenue. After doing that, you can transition specific processes to global locations without dropping the ball. You can establish quality metrics. You can track performance. You can report progress resulting. You can report progress results. And by doing that, you're able to not only improve the customer service, but also the satisfaction levels, which in all create loyalty and enhance your brand. Now, how do you choose the right outsourcing partner? There are several things you want to look at. You want to make sure that the partner has a fast project turnaround time. They give you substantial cost savings. They have strict adherence to international quality standards, right? Because you'll be working worldwide. You'll be outsourcing your business operations to other countries outside the United States. So you want to make sure that there is a strict compliance with international quality standards, that the partner has expertise in executing customized project requirements to perfection. They provide you significant increase in business revenue and productivity. They give you a dedicated project management team. They have experience in serving global customers or American customers. They have knowledge and outsourcing experience across multiple domains. They can provide you, and this is very important, guaranteed continuity using robust retention mechanisms. And they also have multilingual. So they are able to have multilingual experts on the team. All right. So those are a few criteria you want to pay attention to as you are looking for an outsourcing partner. All right, folks, this is really pretty much it. Today's conversation was it was great. I enjoyed it, and I was talking to you about 7 reasons small businesses should consider outsourcing. Let me give you a recap of today's conversation. So I first talked to you about the 7 benefits of outsourcing. It is cheaper. It boosts productivity. Your business can focus on core areas. You save on technology and infrastructure. You access skilled resources. You gain time zone advantage. You get better and faster services. And I also talked to you about hiring an outsourcing partner. And I explained to you why you should choose one, services offered by a partner, and how to choose the right outsourcing partner. Thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. I will see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.